Sure. So you live in New York, right?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately.
Right. Unfortunately. Well, I'm going to assume you owe 10 acres of raw land in Texas, and you owe $200 in back taxes. So essentially you're advertising two important things to me. Number one, you have no emotional attachment to that raw land. You live in New York, property's in Texas. And number two, you're distressed financially in some weird way, because we don't pay for things, we don't value them in the same way. You haven't paid your property taxes. As a result, the county treasurer is sending you a note every month saying, Chris, if you don't pay your taxes, we're going to auction off your property to a tax lien or a tax deed investor. So what I'll do is I'll look at the comparable sales on your 10-acre parcel. I'm going to take the lowest comparable sale. Let's say it's 10 grand. And all I'm going to do is divide by 4. And that's going to get me what Warren Buffett would call a 300% margin of safety. I'm going to send you an actual offer of $2,500 for your property. Now you accept it, because for you, $2,500 is better than nothing. Now in reality, 3 to 5% of people accept my quote unquote top dollar offer. But you accept it. Now that you've accepted it, I've got to go through due diligence or this in-depth research. I got to confirm that you still own the property. I have to confirm that back taxes are only $200. I have to confirm there's been no breaks in the chain of title. There's no liens or encumbrances. And because I'm only spending $2,500, I'm actually going to self-close. I'll use my team in the Philippines to do all this research for me, pay about $11. They're connected to an American title company, and we'll do all that through them. Now, if I'm spending more than $5,000, I'll just close traditionally through a title company. But everything checks out, and then I write the check to you for $2,500, and now I'm going to sell this property 30 days or less. And I'm going to make a cash flow just like a rental home. So I've got a built-in best buyer, Chris. Do you know who it is?
Awesome. So how do you find the buyers for land? I mean, I see land all the time on Zillow and all the other sites. There's land for sale everywhere, and it usually just looks like it sits. So how are you actually finding buyers for this raw land? And then after that, I want to talk just a little bit about, now you got this land and you find the buyer, like how are you creating passive income out of a piece of land? I mean,
okay, so
you're leasing it to a farmer?
Right. So going back to the model, I've got a built-in best buyer. Do you know who it is?
Yeah, the neighbor.
The neighbors. So we're going to send out neighbor letters. So that's going to be our first part. We're going to send out, hey, here's your opportunity. Protect your privacy, protect your views, know your neighbor. So oftentimes the neighbors will buy it. Now, if they pass, I'll go to my buyers list. My buyers list passes, I'll go to a little website you may have heard of called Craigslist, 10th most trafficked website in the United States. I'll go to a smaller one, Facebook. I'll go to the marketplace, buy sell groups. And then I'll go to the lands, landmodo.com, landandfarm.com, landsofamerica.com, landflip.com, landhub.com. I'll go to Zillow. And so I'll go to all these platforms where people buy and sell raw land. But the way that I market it is where the magic happens. So all I'm going to ask for on this 10-acre parcel is a $2,500 down payment. So someone can control this property for only $2,500, and then I'll make it a car payment, right? Let's say $249 a month at 9% interest the next 84 months. So it's a one-time sale. I get my money out on the down, or I might go 6 to 10 months out. And then I'll get $249 a month every single month for the next 84 months. No renters, no rehabs, no renovations, no rodents. And the game we play, Chris, is can we create enough of these land notes where our passive income exceeds our fixed expenses, and now we're working because we want to, not because we have to.